What's up, everybody? Sensei here. And just wait for a few people, see if they jump in. This is just so spontaneous. Hope everyone's doing well. Can't sleep. So I decided to do a live, y'all. So I'll see if anybody comes in. If not, it's going to be what it's going to be. Hope everyone had a great week. And let's see. I think we got some people coming. Again, this is just off the cuff here. Check my settings. Everything seems to be okay. So why I made this live is that, we got two people. Thank you for joining. Can't see who it is just yet. Thank you all for joining. Now, this is cool because I had put out a quick short video and I was talking about, let me check my phone here. Hold on one second. Okay. I put out a quick short Cybervolt. What's up, buddy? Hey, man, definitely I want to hear, how does my voice sound? Is it coming through? Because I didn't hook my microphone. Let me just sink down a little bit here. I didn't hook my microphone up on the boom. So let me know how my voice is coming through. Give me a 1 in the chat if my voice is coming through pretty good. Give me a 1 in the chat if you can hear me well. Fantastic. Okay, I'm just going to get started because I don't want to be on here too long. So I had put out a short video and I had said that I believe that the next Nikola is going to be a suspension wheel. And this is just speculation. Again, this is just my opinion. And if they follow suit what they did with the T4, and people don't realize the T4 is nothing but the Tesla. If you go back and you look at the Tesla T3, a lot of people think it was called the version 3. Most people didn't sell it as the V3. eWheel sold it as the V3. But if you look on like eRides and Yuko and some of the other places, it was called the T3. And if you look on the back tail light of the Tesla, it's called a T3. So that suspension wheel is, what would you guys call it? I would call it a Tesla T4. That's what it is. It's the T4. So when that wheel dropped, you heard some of the other riders saying, well, I wish that they would make a high-speed version of the T4. And I'm thinking, well, what was the next step up from the Tesla? It's always been the Nikola. It's a 40-mile-an-hour wheel. Some guys went faster than that, 40, 42, 43 miles an hour on the Nikola. But it was always the wheel that was a notch up above the Tesla. And that's what I'm thinking. And it was rumors that Begode was going to stop production on some of the wheels. One was called, the RS. We got the RS, the Nikola, and the Tesla. That was the rumor mill. And all of a sudden, you got this T4 that jumped out. And even with the RS, if I'm not mistaken, isn't the X-Max taking the place supposedly of the RS? So I don't know, man. Again, this is all speculation. This is my opinion. But if we follow the breadcrumb trail, I don't see why Begode wouldn't do that. Because I mean, do you really think Begode would take and stop production of the Nikola? I don't think so. It's one of the top selling wheels. But what would be the next step for the Nikola? Eventually, they're going to have to do something to that wheel. If you look at the body design, it's an older wheel. So I don't think anybody, thought that the T4 would come out, especially after the Hero. Then you had the Master. Then you have the Master Pro, and then all of a sudden, they drop the T4. Who would ever thought that? Not me. Now they have the Master X. So Begode is doing some really, I can't say strange things, but they put out wheels at the speed of light. Just think of the last year and how many wheels Begode has put out. I mean, I've lost count. I've lost count, even know how many, but it's a lot. So that's what I'm thinking, man. I really have a hunch that Begode is. I don't know why. I think they're just going to make a Nicklaus suspension wheel. That's what I think, anyway. Yeah, and 100% Volt. That's what they do, and they did it with the MSX. They did it with the MSPs. It was like the same body style, right? So you totally understand what I'm saying. You totally get it. I'm gonna pick my chair up a little bit, like I'm like I'm sitting on the ground. So you totally understand what I'm saying. How Begode takes and they do things, man. They take that same body style and they just start applying it to all their units. So I don't see why they're not going to do the same thing with the Nick. And I mean, the Nick, I mean, it has its own. But the Tesla did too, though. Look at the body style of the Tesla. There wasn't anything shaped like the Tesla. Same thing with the Nick. But all things come to an end, and all things have to change. So, but yeah. So anyone that's watching, that's what the Tesla version 3 was called. It was called a T3. So if you're trying to buy it, very few sellers sold it as the V3. It was called a T3. That's when I came up with the assumption that, hey, why not? Why not make another suspension wheel? So, what else is going on? Bought a new helmet today. Got a good deal on it. I bought a Bell. I'm gonna get the name wrong. Let me look at my phone to make sure. I'll give you guys the wrong name here. But I got a really great deal on this helmet. And I want to make sure I give you the right name. And my phone sucks. I got so used to an Apple phone. I went to Android and I still feel like I'm on an Apple phone. So I'm all over the place. Yeah, let me just double check here. So I think I got it. Maybe not. I got the receipt here. It just has the order number on it. But it's a Bell Fusion 9 MIPS helmet. And that thing is gone for like $350. And I found it on sale for 145 and got it delivered for like 158 for a $350 helmet. And if you look on other stores, it's still on other sites, it's still going for like 250, 350. A lot of places I saw it for 350, and I yanked it right off the Bell site for 158 shipped to the door. So you can't beat that. Yeah, hold on, let me close out of this. Yeah, dude, that was a great deal. Because I was looking at some other stuff, went on Amazon, got a headache looking on Amazon. I was just like, I just was getting dizzy looking at it. Went on eBay, cycled through eBay. I was like, nah. Then I said, let me go check out Bell, because I loved my original Bell helmet. That's the red one, like the matte red and gray one that I used to wear. And I had the like yellow reflective stripes. I was in a million videos. You guys know what I'm talking about. But the thing what I found out with Bell was like the sizes ran small. So if you would get a large, it was like you were getting a medium. So you have to size up. So anybody getting a Bell helmet, make sure you size up. So this one, I bought an extra large, and all I needed was a little bit of extra room. And people kept telling me, "Oh, it's going to break in." That thing never broke in for me, and my face would be squashed in like this. I felt like a fish sitting there, like a fish. And I was like, I couldn't take it because I was starting to get marks on the side of my face. So that's when I switched to the helmet that I have now, the Shred helmet. Love that helmet, but I'm going to need something better and more secure for Cobra's Rally. So that's why I ordered this one, and it should be here. They said 7 to 10 days. It'll make it. Yeah, dude, like a fish, bro. That was the freaking worst, man. But yeah, so that's why I did that. But besides, I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to the T4. I know that I was keeping up with Chance. I know that he was at the AMP games and his T4 was pretty much dead out of the box. So that was a little bit like, oh my goodness, what's what's going on here? Because, I guess they got to test these wheels a little bit better. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm going to keep my eye on it. I actually was looking at the V11 again. If you guys watched my last video, I still think that's a great deal for a suspension wheel. I got to ride my buddy's V11 last week, and I was riding seated. And I actually, first time right out the blocks, I jumped on it. I was a little wobbly. You see my hands flopping around, arms like a bird, but I rode it seated. And a V11, I mean, it's an amazing wheel. And so if anyone's looking for a good suspension wheel, I would still recommend a V11. Yeah, I also CJ said that George Go has his hands on the T4 as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he puts out because I really like his videos, man. But I watch EVs; they gave it pretty good ratings, you know. But time will tell, man. We got to really see somebody push that wheel to the limits and see how it holds up. Because it's one thing to ride the wheel, it's another thing to take and push it. But what else we got? Just trying to catch up with the comments. We got a few more people. What's up, everybody? This is the late night chat. Couldn't sleep, so I decided just getting ready for bed. Dude, I can't even sleep right now, man. And instead of me jumping on Fortnite and shredding up some people, I decided to just do a quick live here. Let me expand the screen a little bit because I am straining my eyes trying to see this thing. There we go. Yeah, everything's gone great. No complaints. Hope you're doing well. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Thanks, Volt. Yeah, I'm just going off the cuff, dude. But I am hyped up about this T4, man. You know me, I've been a huge fan of the Tesla. Some people aren't calling it, oh, it's not a Tesla. What else would you call it? I would like to know what you think about it, Volt. If you smack that down in the comments, man. Because if I see T4 written on it, I'm calling it a Tesla. It's not called a turkey, is it? Are they calling it the turkey for? Are they calling it the turkey for? No, it's a version of the Tesla. Oh man. Okay. Wow. Yeah, because I remember you were in Texas. That's a huge change. That is a huge change. Heck yeah. I have family down in Texas, Fort Worth, actually. Have to go down and visit soon. My niece's birthday's coming up, so I'm gonna run down there and see her. But yeah. So how are you liking Seattle? Oh yeah, you're gonna definitely get some good weather up there. I mean, Texas is dry. I mean, it does rain, and when it rains, oh my goodness, water just floods up everywhere. But yeah, It's gonna be a lot cooler too. Texas gets hot, man. I cannot go to Texas in the summer. It gets so hot down there, man. Wow. Stay out of Texas in the summer, y'all. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the humidity. I mean, Jersey's crazy, man. The humidity up here is bonkers right now. You walk like 2 feet, you just sweat out your clothes. It's ridiculous. But it's good to, yeah, man. I'm glad you stopped in. Hey, Cyber, are you going to Cobra's rally? Trying to see. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting ready for now, man. I'll probably head out. Yeah, I believe it. I believe that 100%. You can probably grow orchids out your armpits. Yeah, it's, ugh, yeah, man. I am not a fan of humidity, man. It's just that's why I'm kind of happy fall is coming right now because the humidity is just starting to drop down now, and I love spring. I love the fall. I like winter too. Summertime, I like it, but I just don't like the humidity, man. It just makes everything uncomfortable. Okay, you're working some long stretches. Well, we have to set up a meet time because I will come, dude. I want to come up your way and I want to ride before it gets cold. And I think it's cool this time of year too because the leaves are starting to change, so you see all the fall colors. But I'm definitely down to come up your way. So we got to plan that out, dude. We have to plan it out. We have to plan it out. And I was thinking too, maybe of just throwing my wheels right on the train and catching the train up there and stay for like 2 days. So we can plan that out offline to make it happen sometime after Cobra's rally. Oh, dude, no, I'll come all the way. I'll come all the way to Maine, dude. That's no problem at all. That's no problem at all. No problem at all. I just have to find out, what hotels and stuff are up there because I work in the hotel industry, so I get a good discount on some of the hotels and things. I just got to find out if my company, I believe they do. They have hotels all over the place. I just have to see which ones are in Maine, so that's not going to be a problem. Oh man, thank you for watching the videos. Yeah, we have to teach you how to ride. Teach you how to ride. It's not as hard as it looks. Just like riding a bike, you just got to get used to it. Dude, I am so upset that I did not go to the AMP games. I wanted to go to that so bad, bro, but I had to work. EUC Ryan is in the house. I don't have all the fancy alarms like Cobra, boop boop. So I gotta make my own sound effects, man. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, this is just impromptu, man. I'll be up all night. Nah, dude. Nothing going on. What we were talking about, Ryan, and you can throw your comments in too. I was saying I had put out a short video and I said that I believe the next Nikola is going to be a suspension wheel, right? That's what I think anyway, because I don't think anyone expected Begode to throw out the T4, especially with the Hero, the Master, Master Pro, and then the Master X coming out. I don't think anyone saw the T4 coming. And some people are like, it's not a Tesla. T4 to me stands for Tesla. The last Tesla was called a T3. Now, some people called it the version 3, but if you look right on the back of the tail light, it says T3. So I call it the Tesla. It's just a new version of the Tesla. And I know some people were saying, well, they would like a high speed version. And I'm like, well, the Nikola was always the high speed version. It was a step up from the Tesla, right? So why wouldn't they make a suspension wheel out of a Tesla? No, I mean out of a Nikola. I mean, it might sound crazy, but that's the theory that I'm coming up. Again, this is all speculation. I don't know if that's what they're going to do, but I'm just trying to follow the breadcrumbs to see where it's going to lead, and it makes sense to me. It makes sense. Yeah, man. The T4. That's Pagode's new 16-inch suspension wheel. So hopefully, I just want to see some more review videos. I checked out EVs; their video was pretty cool, but I just want to see some ride videos on it and see how it handles, what stress level it can take, and then I'll see if I want to if I'm going to purchase it or not. Because I definitely want another I mean, I want a suspension wheel. Always been a fan of the Tesla. I mean, I would probably ride my Tesla just as much as I ride my RS. I love that wheel. It's easy to commute into New York, throw it on a train, take it on a bus, no problem. And I love that wheel. I don't know if I told anybody, man. I don't recommend anybody doing this, but dude, I hit 34 miles an hour on that Tesla. Yeah, and I wouldn't recommend anybody doing that because I didn't even realize I did it until I was done riding. Yeah, I hit 34 miles an hour on that thing. Oh, yeah, man. That M10-4, that thing is like a little tank, man. You see it in the videos, they're just rolling it up the steps and smacking it into stuff. So whatever that thing is made out of, that would be nice if they carry that over to some of the other wheels because the Master, that thing cannot take a dump. It can't take a fall for anything. I feel bad for anybody that drops their Master with no protection on it because that thing is it's going to shatter into pieces, man. Yeah, I would say unnecessary, but it seems like everybody, not everybody, a lot of people want suspension wheels, and normally companies are going to make what people want. And if I'm just going off of what some of the other channels are saying, that it's almost a necessity now that most of their newer wheels should come with suspension. Not everybody, but if you look at different channels, you hear a lot of chatter saying that the newer wheels should come with suspension. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I had a chance to ride my buddy's V11 last week, man, and I'm hooked. I'm hooked. You get on a suspension wheel, man, it just feels like that thing felt like a Cadillac compared to riding my RS. And I love the RS. But again, it just takes that, when you hit an unexpected bump or a dip in the road, having that suspension it really helps out. And it takes a lot of pressure off your lower back and your knees. So I don't know, man. But I see more suspension wheels coming in the future. It seems like that's the direction that these companies are going in anyway. Oh yeah, dude, I agree with you. I agree. And it's like I want a range wheel, and I was trying to debate should I go with a range wheel or should I go with suspension? But after riding that suspension, I'm like, dude, I gotta get suspension. I can hold off on a range wheel. I'm not a big mega mile rider anyway. I ride like my last ride was 26 miles, and that was good enough for me. 20, it was good. I'm done. Nah, no, you wouldn't. I'm telling you, you could learn how to ride. Some people learn faster than others. I mean, some learn quick. But no, if you're steady and you practice, I say within probably 2 to 3 weeks, you learn how to ride. Maybe even faster than that. You might surprise yourself, Kel. So Yeah, give yourself some credit. You'd be surprised. You'd learn probably quick. Let me see. Dude, like I said, the M104 looks like Claptrap Volt. And you know who Claptrap is out of Borderlands, man. You're a video gamer, so you know what I'm talking about. And I think the coolest thing about, I mean, the M104 looks like it came straight out the 80s, man. And I am so pumped just to see how the community is going to mod the M104. That's what I'm looking forward to, just to see what they do with this thing. It's going to look like a Star Wars convention or something, man. They're going to make it look like a little droids running around or something. Yeah, I've been pretty consistent. I try to stay consistent. I do the best I can. Yeah, when I put them side by side, Ryan, yeah, they were pretty much the same height. Yeah, it was a twitchy wheel, but what I liked about, because I learned how to ride on an M103. What I loved about the M103, the stuff that you could get away with on a bigger wheel, there was no way you're going to be able to do that on the M10. So it made you actually a better technical rider. It really, really did. The wheel was twitchy, but that thing was quick. It was quick. Now it had an 800 watt hour motor in it. This one is coming with a 1,000 watt hour motor in that little thing. It's going to be fast. I remember V. You can go back because the video's still up there. If I'm not mistaken, she hit 30 miles an hour on an M103. You can go look at that video. That was a quick little wheel, and surprisingly, man, it had good torque for what it was. It was a backpack rocket. You could throw that thing in a backpack, take it on a bus, take it on a train, and and ride it. Now, it's not something that you want to take out on an open road for too long. It's not that type of wheel. Some people did it, but I just didn't feel safe riding through New York City with that thing the whole time. But it's a fun, great wheel, man. It really is. Yeah, that tire on it makes it look a lot wider. I think it is wider. It looks wider though. Well, it does. It looks wider. I would have to check out the dimensions, but that new design is wicked on that thing. But I definitely want to ride one. I'm taking Master XL with extra fries. That is so funny. That is so funny. Just trying to make sure I answered all these comments. Well, question: how are you liking the Hero? Kel, thank you so much for stopping by, sweetie. Appreciate you. Love you. Take care of yourself. Yeah. Again, thank you so much. Don't be a stranger. Hugs and kisses and all those great things. Have a good night. Volt, you coming down for the Broadway bomb this year? Volt, you got to come down for the Broadway bomb this year. Telling you, bro. Got to come down. Ryan, come up to New York for the Broadway bomb this year, man. I'll get a room. We just crash, have a mega party. Yeah, dude. So those are my next two events. I'll do Cobra's rally, and then I'll do the Broadway bomb. Definitely want to try to come up and ride with you, Volt. Like I said, you don't have to meet me halfway, dude. I will come up all the way. Yeah, dude. I liked the Hero when I got the demo it that day. I liked it. Now I think the Broadway Bomb is like 16. I want to say. Oh, don't quote me on this now. I want to say 16 miles. I think that's what it is. I could be wrong, but I think it's 16 miles. Now I got to double check it, but I'm not going to check it right now. I believe it's like 16 miles. Oh, you don't know what it is? Fool, I thought you knew what the Broadway Bomb was. So the Broadway Bomb, it starts at 116th Street and Riverside Ave in New York City, and you basically just race all the way down to the financial district down by the Bull, and it's a open road race. It's basically like an alley cat race, and it's just a free for all. Now, last year it was cool because they had the New York, the NYPD had some of the streets blocked off, and they were running up ahead and making sure that it was safe. So it was cool that way. But it is fun, man. It is so much fun. You got to check out some of the videos on the Broadway Bomb. But yeah, it's a blast. It's a blast, dude. And I mean, you meet with so many different people. All the New York riders are there. You got people coming in from everywhere. It started as a skateboard, like skateboarding, longboard race. And then as time progressed on, they opened it up to PEV. So now you'll go there, you'll see e-bikes, you'll see scooters, uh, e-boards, and it's just a great time, man. And it's not, for me, it's not even about racing. It's just getting together with all the different riders and just having a good time. Right, right. I think the Boston Invasion isn't it a day before the rally? Is it the day of or the day before? Oh yeah, Ron. So you remember it now? Yeah, dude. That thing, that thing is fun, man. And the funny thing about the Broadway Bomb, I mentioned this story. I don't know if you guys heard it. The first time that I rode in New York City, I rode my EUC in New York City was at the Broadway Bomb. I had no idea what to expect. And I get in there, and I'm just standing around by myself because I really didn't know anybody. But then you start seeing the different riders. You see EVX and Turbo, all these different guys. NYC Rider, Tarzan, Grander Life, all them dudes are there. So I'm just standing there and I'm looking around. And I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, they're not closing the streets. I thought it was going to be like a parade or something. I didn't know what to expect. So, they sound the horn goes off, and my heart just started beating through my shirt. You could probably see it beating through my shirt. Oh my goodness, I was so nervous. Especially, I had my Tesla, wasn't used to ride in traffic like that. And it was just a free for all riding in New York City traffic. None of the roads were closed down, but I had the time of my life, man. It was just freaking awesome. And I've been doing the Broadway Bomb ever since, man. Ever since. Great. I mean, it's fun. It's fun. But I almost had a heart attack that day on my Tesla. It was funny because at one point, and you can go look at the video, EVX had pulled up next to me. He's like, Sensei, Sensei. And I had like the racehorse blinders on because a couple blocks up, I saw a couple riders just dump it, man. And I was like, there's no way I'm making a highlight reel. I am not falling down in front of all these people. So he was riding next to me with the camera, and I didn't even see him, and I didn't even know it was him until I watched the video. So that was hilarious, man. That was hilarious. Ben, what's up, buddy? Yeah, man. I've been following some of your posts, man. Good times. Yeah. So Ben, he's one of the guys out of Pittsburgh. Cool dude. One of the Pittsburgh riders. He's at the AMP games. Yeah, dude. I was looking at some of the video. The talent at that thing is amazing. Is amazing. That's like EUC college right there. Nah, Ron, I'm telling you, dude, you could definitely keep up I've seen people rock that S18 in the Broadway bomb, and they do just fine. Just fine. Yeah. 20, like I said, I'm not a speed demon when I ride, and I'm not out there to win the race. Now, if you're trying to win, yeah, you're gonna have a problem on the S18. But if you're looking just to cruise and have fun, that wheel is more than fast enough to get you through the city, man. You can beat any car through the city on a wheel just traveling between 20 and 25 miles an hour. I'm serious, dude. It's like the wheel is the best way to get around in New York City. The best way to get around. And that S18 is smooth on those streets too. A lot of people rock the S18 in NYC, man. Yeah, Ben, I'm definitely gonna check out some more video, man. I was enjoying that. I was definitely enjoying that stuff you were posting. I was following some of the stuff on Telegram. Yeah, it's amazing. Kind of kicking myself in the butt that I didn't go, man. But I had to freaking work, man. I had to work. Ben, but how you feeling, bud? I should be coming back down to Pittsburgh soon. I'll keep you posted. I don't know how long I'm going to stay though. I want to get down there one more time. The last time I was there, I had a great time. I wish we could have hooked up. Make sure I got everything. Ben, when do the racing starts tomorrow, right? Or did they have any racing going on today? Okay, yeah, I can understand that. No, dude, at least you're back on the wheel, and that's the best part, man. Just take your time and just ease back into it, man. I know after I went down, dude, and I'll tell you guys to be completely honest. And I was going to make a video on it, but I'll even start some of the conversation now and then maybe just elaborate more on it, dude. When I got hit, man, it was horrible. It was horrible. And now that I've taken a look back on it, even when I ride now, it affects my riding in a sense that it's still lingered in my head. It still lingers in my head, dude. And it's like sometimes it's kind of hard. That's why most of the time I just cruise when I ride, especially coming up to an intersection. If you ever notice in my videos, I slow down a lot when I come up on intersections now, man, because it's just like some of these drivers, you have no idea what the frick they're going to do. And I was hit at about 35 to 40 miles an hour head on, man. And right now, honestly, I'm surprised I'm still here because I took a freaking whack, man. But it's like I said, I'm feeling more comfortable the more that I ride, but trying to shake off that thing, it's hard not to think about that. It's hard not to think about it. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. I don't wish that on anybody. I hope no rider has to go through that. Okay, drag race call. Nice. I don't know if there's a live feed. I've just been following, like I said, Ben's been posting some really great stuff on Telegram. So I've been following that, Ryan. But as far as like a live feed, I don't know. I spoke with Euro today, and he was saying some really great things about the games. Yeah, Vote. I live to tell about it, man. Like I said, I'm getting there. But again, it still plays out in my head a little bit when I ride, man. It's gonna take some time for me to shake that completely off, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. And you'll have some people tell you, maybe some people can shake that type of stuff off. But the hit that I took, yeah, dude, that was a hit for the freaking ages, man. It hurt, man. I'm a pretty tough dude too, and I was like, never again, man, never again. So be careful when you ride. And the sad part is we can't delegate how people drive. We can't compensate for what they do. So just be on your P's and Q's when you're riding, man, because drivers just don't pay attention. They don't pay attention. That's why a lot of times now I try to veer off from where like the traffic is. Now I'll ride in traffic. Like I said, I'll go. And you know, the crazy part is this might sound even backwards. I feel safer riding in New York City than I do in New Jersey. I feel safer. And people look at some of the New York videos and be like, I could never ride in New York. Nah, I feel completely safe riding in New York. Because the thing with New York, it's like it seems like the drivers are so used to everything that's coming from so many directions that it's like their senses are just, I don't know, keyed into that. But Jersey, you have traffic coming from every direction. Usually, remember, New York runs like a grid pattern. If you're going one way, traffic's all going the same way. You don't have to worry about traffic, blasting through the stop signs and all this other bull crap. Everyone's going in the same direction unless you blow through the light. Then you got to watch what's coming across. But besides that, everything moves in sync. Oh, dude, bicyclists, bicyclists are bad, man. Yeah, okay, I agree with that. Pedestrians too. Pedestrians will they just jump out of nowhere. Pedestrians walking in a bike lane, but cyclists, yeah, cyclists are. I don't know, man. And I don't like talking trash, but I'm just like, yeah, cyclists are bad, bad, bad. Even I was just riding in the park in Jersey, and a cyclist, man, it's like they just do what the heck they want to do. It's like some of them have no rider etiquette whatsoever. But I love riding in New York. I love riding in New York. Yeah. Yeah, I rock with the hand signals and stuff too. But again, it's like you have drivers reading books on the phone and things like that. And it's if your attention is divided between your phone and trying to drive, then bad things are gonna happen. Bad things will happen. You got to come to NYC. You got people down here vote. You're always welcome, bro. You're always welcome. Always welcome to come down. Yeah, New York's a fantastic place to ride. A lot of great riders down here too, man. A lot of phenomenal riders out of New York. Yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Yeah, it's bad. I agree with that, King. It's like people don't pay attention. You'll be walking down a block, light will change, and people are looking at their phone, just walking out in the middle of the street. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Yeah, I was walking down the block. I was coming out of work. Woman's looking at her phone. She's walking right, I mean, just right out in the traffic. I had to actually grab her by her arm, be like, look, miss. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't, yeah, stop looking at your phone. What's more important? Is she running out in the street like she got bumpers on her booty? Nah, man, you're gonna get yourself killed for a text. It makes absolutely no sense. What's more important, your life or a text? I would say my life is more important than a text. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Because like you get a lot of like a lot of people commenting on why people don't like riding in the bike lanes, especially in New York. You have to choose when you ride in the bike lane. Bike lanes to me are some of the worst. It can be good and it can be bad. New York, people park in the bike lane. The bike lane, some part have big, huge potholes in it, or the bike lane will just end and it'll veer you right out into traffic. You don't even realize before you know it, you're out in the middle of traffic. Bike lanes are bad up here, man. Bad. Some are good, some are bad. I'd rather ride out in the street than ride in a bike lane. I feel safer riding with traffic than in a bike lane. Yeah, Central Park's a nice ride. Central Park is a nice ride. I know sometimes though, do they want to like crack down on people riding in Central Park? It's like sometimes you can, and other times it's like it's a weird thing in there sometimes. But yeah, I like Central Park's a wicked loop, man. I love riding through there. I used to ride through Central Park all the time on my mountain bike. And the funny thing is with that, I used to work the overnight at this hotel. So on my days off, I couldn't sleep at night. And I lived on 36th Street and 9th Avenue. I used to live right up from Madison Square Garden. And I would go up to Central Park like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I would run speed laps on my mountain bike, me and my buddy Russell, through Central Park. I used to do it all the time. We'd ride through there. People, oh, you're gonna get never had any trouble. Never had any trouble. Used to do that all the time. And I think that's another reason why I feel comfortable riding in New York City traffic. I mean, I used to rollerblade through the traffic, mountain bike through the traffic. So it really doesn't bother me much. I've been doing it for years. But hey, guys, that is it, man. There's really not much else going on. Probably go for a good ride tomorrow. And oh, I have something special for you guys. Hopefully, it all goes down Sunday. I was offered to do a review on an e-bike. I just have to go down and dude, don't just come pick it up when you're ready. And so that's going to be fun. So hopefully that all goes well for Sunday. I want to see if my buddy Coquette can help me film. Coquette, I'm like, now I'm going to call you tomorrow. To call you tomorrow to see if you'll help me film this thing. If he can't do it, then I'll have to postpone it to the following weekend. But I would like to try to get it done Sunday. But yeah, looking forward to that. Yeah, I want to get a horn. I want to get a horn myself. But hey, guys, ladies, gents, everybody, thank you so much. This was just like a quick impromptu live. Again, I couldn't sleep, so I decided to get on here. So let's just see, man, what's coming out with these wheel companies. We don't know. There's a lot of stuff being released, and I'm just excited, probably as you guys are. But remember, just wait, have patience, and see what they're going to drop before you start, uh, filling up your cart with wheels, man. Because I tell you what, the last few months, I've had wheels in my cart, and I'm just like, nah, let me wait to see what's coming out. And it seems like every darn month, some new wheel is dropping. And so I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you coming to the channel, supporting the videos. I really, really do. Even in the comments, it's good just to conversate, have a nice conversation. You might have some back and forth, but it's just good to have solid communication on these videos and stuff. A lot of work goes into it. And again, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. You remember, you get on your wheel, you ride it like you hate it. You be safe out there, but you ride it like you hate it. I'm Sensei. Hello, good night, and enjoy your weekend. Put some miles, slap some miles on your wheels, guys. All right, later.